Alright, so cute boss B the other day, and I was so lost fighting them. Couldn't get the same read as other Bs, because it's a Ferry player, right? You have to read, like, it's, yeah, like, I am definitely thinking about, like, this is, you know, this is a Ferry player who has finally been given, like, rush down power, right? They're going to play differently, certainly. You gotta keep that in mind. They also don't have the same kind of, like, rush down killer instinct, right? So I'm expecting them to play like a Ferry player playing Beatrix, aka I'm expecting them to be way more patient than you might expect, right? It's like giving a grappler good move speeds and keeping their command grabs. But he's not a grappler. You know, a grappler on Beatrix, I would expect like an even more like just belligerent play than like actual Beatrix players, right? Because they're like, oh my god, I'm finally fast. You give a zone or a rushdown character, they'll play them in what they think is rushdown, but you know, they're just like they're more evolved. They're too evolved to like properly do rushdown. You know what I mean? They don't have like the killer monkey instinct inside them. Yeah, I wonder how many personals I fought total the entire time I've been playing Rising. I think it's not that many. Hello again, Zidar. I don't have a timer around my neck anymore, but it's still not exactly like it's easy to beat Zidar without it. I see no Lance but 500 Siegs. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Thanks for following me. Bonk, bonk, bonk. 1, 2, 3. Bearish. Did not mean to do that. Oopsie. Oopsie. Meant a 2H. It was combo limit, so it wasn't going to work, but I didn't even get the 2H, so I just got haha funny. Oh, no hit confirms. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, Zidar's pretty good at video game. We fought a lot, and I don't think I've done that to him yet, so I was hoping I could catch him off guard, but it was too obvious. Why is Sieg not a Dragon Knight? He's a Dragon and a Knight. He is. Huh? He is, yeah. Am I losing my mind? I know he's doing like an Itachi, like a Sasuke Uchiha like exile arc or something like that, right? But he is, no. He's not one anymore? Yeah, but like, you know, it's more like he was a member of the group and he got, you know, he's going on a journey of self-discovery or something. It's not the same as like he was never grouped in with them or anything. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Feels good to not have to worry about the timer anymore. Dormant never ends. That certainly counts, yeah. I didn't bait a reversal and I died for it. He's gonna massacre the Uchiha clan, indeed. I hate to learn Lance. Feels weird to see him be so rare when he's not even a bad or seemingly complex character. Oh, Zidar was in his promos last time we fought him, huh? That's, you know? Call that a lucky pull. Okay, he's one away. Lock in. We need to crabs in a bucket then. If such a thing is even possible. Oh, maybe it's not. You know, congrats on your masters. Yes, I tried to 6H him in neutral. So what? I spaced it out well, okay. 1, 2, 3. That was too far away for me to even OS the Orkin, I think, right? If I had stuck 2M out, would it have even hit the Rekka? It might not have. Oh, I tried to run up and backdash, but he had other ideas. He does like the 2U there a lot, I guess. I should have known that. He's not just gonna sit there and stay. But SBA is still gross, indeed. If he wins, you don't have to run into him for promos. That's fair. But that's, you know, it's a coward's way out. See, this is the iron sharpens iron. It's not, you know, guy who's in B rank fights master. I would rather have to get through a strong competitor like Zidar in my promos than get what I would consider lucky, you know, and just have someone who's a little easier. Makes it more hype, I think. Try to jump back there. Oh. Are you dead? I think so, right? Maybe if maybe I would have wanted the full close H there, but I think he still is. All right, buddy. You're not out of S++ yet. Not out of S+ yet. Lance is kind of fun too. Did pretty decent with him. One of my buddies, I'm trying to, you know, he's kind of gotten back into the game and he plays Lance. I'm trying to sort of get him out of A rank. DP, yeah. He did that last time too, when he spaced it out well. And this time, we will gladly call him out for it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Bonk. 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 Bait the reversal. Mash. Okay. Because he hasn't been jumping. He's been... Oh, back throw. Alright. We got our work cut out for us. Oh, Rekka into nothing. Okay, okay, sure. No, sir. Yep. Your good reflexes. Maybe you are undoing. I don't think I can kill you, though. No, I can't. I'm also on chip. It's not my favorite, personally. Do you fireball. I dare. I dare you! I was too slow. Alright, congrats. We could have killed him there, right? If I was a little faster, we kill him there. But I was not a little faster, and therefore we lose. What do you think of being able to block people in Granblue with a limit? Sieg my go? Well, I mean, good, well done by him, right? That was the #1 thing on my mental stack, but he did it on a timing that I wasn't expecting. Because we could have you fireballed through that and killed him, but he did, in fact, make his way out. Well done, well done. Congrats, Zidar, for mastering Sieg, indeed. Release your desires. Finally got Lucy to master. I think fighting you blessed the run. There you go. I'm glad I could help. I mean, like, blocking the person so you don't match into them, I don't mind. I think, like, you know, do what you want. It's a video game at the end of the day. Me, personally, I don't. Unless someone is, like, obviously a rage quitter. You know what I mean? Sometimes then I'll be like, eh. Also, what the? Mia? What the fuck? Hello? It's sad to watch a Ferry main pick up Beatrix, you know that? But yeah, I mean, do what you want at the end of the day. It's a video game. I'm not gonna be like, that's not competitively integral or something like that. But like, me personally, I wouldn't do it unless, again, someone was like very obviously a rage quitter. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Can't kill you here. Oh, backdash did not get away from that. So true. B is as balanced as her diet. Yes. That's a good way to put it, actually. Oh, that catches riding free, too? Man, all his shit catches riding free. The Mia tricks? I like Mia tricks. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Honest Ferry main turned Beatrix enjoyer. You really do hate to see it. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Still can't kill you here. So we will do the DP baits. I wonder if you're aware of it. That was supposed to... Oh, it was gonna... Yeah, that was not supposed to be laser. I fat-fingered it. That was certainly supposed to be the stomp. You know what? Now they don't know about the DP bait, so it's fine. We can keep that one in the pocket for the next round. They've been rewarded for DPing on Wake Up multiple times now. We can kill them for it. Alright, so cute boss B the other day, and I was so lost fighting them. Couldn't get the same read as other Bs. It's a Ferry player, right? You have to read, like, it's, yeah, like, I am definitely thinking about, like, this is, you know, this is a Ferry player who has finally been given, like, rush down power, right? They're going to play differently, certainly. You gotta keep that in mind. They also don't have the same kind of, like, rush down killer instinct, right? So I'm expecting them to play like a Ferry player playing Beatrix, aka I'm expecting them to be way more patient than you might expect, right? From a regular Beatrix. Exactly. Exactly. It's like giving a grappler good move speeds and keeping their command grabs. But he's not a grappler. You know, a grappler on Beatrix, I would expect like an even more like just belligerent play than like actual Beatrix players, right? Because they're like, oh my god, I'm finally fast. I mean, look at my Abel as an example, right? I'm just trying to kill everyone immediately on this guy. I'm like 6-6-Hing and neutral and shit like that. I'm a real Abel player. You give a grappler good move speed and keep the command grab, and they're gonna play like a madman, right? You give a zoner a rushdown character, they'll play them in what they think is rushdown, but you know, they're just like, they're more evolved. They're too evolved to like properly do rushdown. You know what I mean? They don't have like the killer monkey instinct inside them. That's unfortunate timing. Yep. Oh, doesn't convert. I'm bad at the video game. Yeah, I think that was on reaction the second time. That's my bet. Grappler player is like, OMG, I can finally move. Bonk. Bonk. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get out of here. And 1, 2, 3. Get out of here. And 1 and 2 and whiff. Looks like they are aware that I can bait their DP like that. Not sure how they got that knowledge, but maybe they're listening to the stream. Whoo! Bearish. One, two, three. They recognized what I was doing, but they were a little late on the draw right there, right? So I was able to just like beat them to the punch on the 6XL. They recognized it and they started running at me, but I had sort of the mental priority, you could say. They're 2 evolves away of putting it. I have respect for zoner players, personally. I think they play a sadistic, but like very difficult way to play the video game, especially this video game. Okay, that one was not on reaction, was it? I think that one was on preemption, maybe. That was so early. That almost missed. Sure, I'll get regular thrown. That's fine. Did not mean to get hit by that, as you might imagine. Yeah. Right. Again, there's a patience here that, like, you know, they don't have the brain rot. They don't have the brain rot. Like, no part of me, for example, was worried about like a wake up raging strike or anything like that. Yeah. By the way, Brick, I bought Strive and I found out who I like playing the most. Bedman? That tracks. Yeah, I think you seem like an enjoyer of like slightly weirdo characters. Beating up the elderly is not nice. GG's. I'm sorry, Mia. What are you doing on Beatrix, Mia? What the fuck? Don't you feel like, doesn't part of you feel like you've betrayed something deep within you? It's like Calcito dropping Ferry to play Grimnir. Let them go higher.
Here begins Fate's episode.
This has inspired me to pick up 2B. I want to turn my brain off for a bit. Fair enough. The B pipeline. The Ferry to Beatrix radicalization pipeline. It used to be Nier. It used to be, I remember that was like, you know, it was like, a lot of Niers picked up like a Ferry secondary because it covered some of Nier's like worst matchups. But a lot of Ferries picked up a Nier secondary because it covered her bad matchups too. And it was always the worry of like, you know, this was all we're talking about pre-patch Nier. It's like, oh, I just play Nier for bad matchups. And then eventually you just, you know, you just stop. And this is also before Ferry got a lot of her better buffs and stuff like that. Like, I just play her for bad matchups and you never play Ferry ever again. Oh my lord. The hit confirms. Oh, don't have those. Gives him an immense amount of time to react to that, which means he picks the wrong option. Play zoner, realize zoning is dog shit in Grand Blue. Play a non-zoner, play B. Also, not really anymore, right? I think zoning's a lot more viable than, like, a lot of the zoners are a lot better than they used to be, right? It really is only Vane who I think is even, you know, sniffing at bottom tier at this point. I mean, maybe Vikala to a slight extent too, but no, I think Vikala's doing alright for herself. Oh, good confirm, Mr. Streamer. Never mind. Mr. Streamer, you are pure ass and deserve to die, I think. You should be killed. No, sir. No Buddha. Oh! Someone I fought as Matera told me they felt like they were fighting against BE fighting me. Yeah. Zona Rise is happening now. They fought Vikala and Vane. Again, Vikala I think is doing all right. I don't think she's quite as, like, she wasn't buffed quite as hard as like Matera and Ferry, right? But she's better certainly. It really does feel like it was only Vane who kind of got left alone in the great zoner buffing of 2025. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Going up. He says going up. Horny ass character. I think he's dead, right? I think zoning's at a point where it's playable on a more even footing with the rest of the cast, but it's still not great. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think there's a lot of inherent weaknesses that Grand Blue's system mechanic, like, you just, you know, use skills and dash attacks and stuff like that, but I think it works for, like, you know, Matera and Ferry are, like, viable, scary characters at this point, I'd say. Feel like mid-tiers to me. I was gonna DP, he did not DP. I was gonna DP, he did not DP. Oh, good whiff punish. In this sweater weather? Just didn't tech that. Oh no, it's a hard knockdown on counter hit now, isn't it? That's the buff they gave him. Yeah. Granule buffs. I forgot. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Is that combo limit? This should be combo limit. Yeah. I didn't do it immediately, so yeah, I didn't believe in the DP bait. So bad things happen. No, sir. Oh my close H! What the? You wouldn't Raging Strike me in this sweater weather. You're not evil like that. That's not what I meant to do, actually. It's fine. Victory may be yours, but your life is mine. Your ass is mine! You have Matera and Ferry at World Tour? Yeah. Again, I think those characters are like, you know, they're solid mid-tiers. Feels like. Especially Matera feels like she's even, like, the more I think about it, I think the more Matera is probably the biggest winner of the patch, zoner-wise, anyway. Which probably makes her the biggest winner of the patch overall, actually. And you could argue that it's, it's characters like Beatrix and Grimnir. Even though they didn't move that much in the tier list, but just the fact that, you know, not getting nerfed and actually having some system changes that benefit you in the case of Grimnir, right? Is maybe like that's a much bigger buff because you're already top tier and really you wouldn't expect to go up again. All archetypes having a solid mid tier is really all I can ask for. I'm totally okay with that, yeah. Yeah, I think we've discussed on like this character or this character like shouldn't be strong discussion that we've had a couple of times, Chatter. I will say I think sometimes I've said like, you know, they like should be weak. I'm not so sure that I like that is not quite the wording I agree with things, right? Maybe like if I said that before I misspoke. I'm totally fine with like strong viable options for every archetype. I just don't, you know, top tier is a different echelon for me personally. Just to kind of reference back to what we were talking about earlier. Oh baby. Oh, baby, baby. Granule. Torment never ends. Remember when Vane had 0 mid-screen on release? Yeah, that now, in hindsight, that probably was a bottom 1-ass character. I mean, but Abel also existed in his current state at the time. Really hard to say. Because Abel was also pure garbage at the time. Because Abel didn't have good damage except in the corner, and his damage in the corner wasn't as good as it is today, basically. And he only had it in the corner, and he still took just as much damage, right? And the game was probably higher damage overall back in the day. So his damage was less special. Oh! They would Raging Strike me in the sweater weather. They're evil! They're evil! Okay. Matera seems to really benefit high-level players, but are not that much help for lower levels. I mean, fair enough. In lower levels, Matera is already like S-tier, probably. Or not S-tier, but like the zoners are significantly better at lower levels anyway. So actually, like, if you're gonna buff zoners, buffing it in a way that only affects, like, you know, Master to S++ or like, you know, like High Master or something like that is probably the best way to do it. Because like, when I, like, you know, Ferry and Matera, like the one-sided dominance thing, you can make fun of side games all you want. Ferry and Matera were not low tiers, even before they got any buffs at all. They were not low tiers in like S rank, ever, I don't think. New players just don't know how to fight zoners. I get people all the time coming in here being like, is it weird that I struggle with like Matera and Ferry so much or something? It's like, no, man. Because you have to learn, they force you to like, same thing with grapplers, right? You have to like adjust your game plan in a way that people aren't used to doing until they get a little better at the video game. Oopsie. I fucked up. My anti-air confirmed. Oh! No, hit confirms, Potter. Whoa, that was some rollback. Wow. I was really late that I saw that launched his ass. Yeah. Tried the Brave counter, but I delayed it in the lag. I think it's annoying that Matera can have stuff like Butterfly, but Vane isn't allowed to have a strong shield. Yeah, I mean, Vane, I think they don't know what to do with Vane, and I don't blame them. I don't know what to do with Vane either, right? Like, they made Vane, and they're like, we have no idea how to balance this character. And honestly, again, neither do I. Now, to be fair, it's not my job to. It kind of is their job to. So maybe they should put a little bit more fucking thought into it, but, he like, of all the zoners, he is the design, I think, that is clearly the scariest. Not currently in his current power level, but, like, you could, this Vane character could make some you talk about one-sided dominance. There could be some real hold that moments with this Vane-a-thin character, I tell you what. Oh, did not get to hit confirm that. This blink? No, it doesn't. Nice. Get Devil Jin through the brain. It's very easy to break Vane? I would say so. Now again, I'm not saying Vane should be bottom tier, but I'm like, you know, I'm totally down. Again, just like Matera and Ferry and stuff like that. I mean, I have no problem with like a mid tier Vane, which he's not right now, right? Vane. Some people were like maybe speculating it after he got his mid screen changes, but no, Vane is very clearly, again, if you had gun to my head, if I had to pick a bottom one, it probably is him, right? But like, I don't know how to make Vane mid tier, honestly. Now again, it's not my job to figure that out. It's their job to figure that out. So I'm not saying, you know, hold that shit. I'm just saying. I'm somewhat sympathetic to why they've been so conservative with giving Vane anything, right? Nice. Teleport too. Oh, I thought he hit me with that cross-up button. Preemptive Brave counter. Ruins the day once again. Yep. Preemptive Brave counter causing some trouble. Have shields reflect projectiles / function like U shield. Reflect projectiles, maybe. Function like U shield is nuts, right? Because U shield's a real wall. Reflect projectiles is an interesting idea. That'll make him, I mean, but again, I don't think that's necessarily his, I mean, is that like, is Vane's biggest problem other zoners? I feel like it's people just running through that shit, right? The conversion buffs Vane got were very good though. True, yes. But also it was in the patch where they gave everyone better mid-screen, so I feel like it didn't help him quite as much, right? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would be okay if energy destruction. You know, I want to talk about. So, well, you know, I want to talk about this actually because I'm kind of curious because I never thought about this. But like, what could we do, right? Maybe give him 1k more HP. I mean, that would help, right? People have said that Vane kind of is given 1k more HP already, and that Vane, for his archetype, probably should be a 15k character, right? So you give him another 1k more, but sure. Yeah, you know, we got Able to S++1, we got the promos a couple of times. Honestly, I feel like we're playing some pretty good Able, right? I feel like mostly, if anything was a problem, I just didn't, you know, we had a couple of, I appreciate the bits, certainly. I think, you know, a couple of the challenges that Ophidian put out were a little hard to win the promos with at the same time. But I think I want to talk about, for like the last, I'm gonna end the stream in like 20 minutes here or something, because I gotta go for this tabletop session. But I do want to talk about what the fuck could we do to Vane, right? Let's think about it.